Do you hear that? That's rain. Now, it kind of makes you wonder. There's lots of superheroes out there in comic books and everything that can influence the weather. But it's something I've actually never heard of in real life. I've never heard of people. Shoot. I've never heard of people actually being able to influence the weather like that. And it just kind of makes you wonder, like, how is that even possible? You know, that they can, like, change the humidity in the air to where it'll create clouds and change the temperatures to where it'll create winds and updrafts and, you know, to be able to make it all rain and all kinds of crazy stuff. You know, and it's just something I always wonder, like, where did they get that idea from in comic books? I mean, there's nothing like that in real life, so that's where the imagination of those comic book writers really, you know, comes into play. You know, it's an interesting concept and it's really interesting to, like, think about. But it just doesn't happen in real life, you know. People can't influence the weather. You know, they can try to predict the weather, but, you know, but they can't influence it. So that's something that, you know, I thought that everybody should know, is that people just can't influence the weather. They can only predict the weather, or tolerate the weather, or, you know, ignore the weather. So I thought, you know, today, especially today since it's raining a lot and there's a ton of thunder, I thought that, you know, it came into thought that, you know, maybe this is something that, you know, we should discuss. But if you think that people could actually influence the weather, I'd love to know how people can influence the weather. Like, maybe you can leave a comment below and tell me, you know, how can people actually influence the weather? You know, make it rain or make it windy or, you know, whatever. So, I don't know, go ahead and leave a comment below and tell me about that. But I guess that's all I wanted to talk about today. So, I guess I'll see ya.